ashamed of a South African president. Nelson Mandela is ashamed of you. He's actually rolling in his grave. African unity is ashamed of you, because if one Africa is humiliated anywhere, all Africans should be offended everywhere. What are you doing? Are you aware that Africans are being haunted, beaten, humiliated in the streets of South Africa by the same people enjoying freedom that was paid for by continental sacrifice? You are always quiet. Silence means sponsorship. Where are the emergency reforms? Where are the protection for African migrants? Where are the arrests of xenophobic attackers? Where is your leadership? Why is the energy always strongest when the target is another African? Have you guys forgotten how the entire continent came together during the period of apartheid and supported you guys? I just saw a disturbing video of a Ghanaian being asked to go back to Ghana. Nigerian shops burnt down to ashes by South Africans. Those dogs, barbarians. Where are you? What are you doing about this? Have you guys forgotten how Ghanaians supported you during the period of apartheid? First sub-Saharan African country to gain independence, 1957. Kwame Nkrumah, he made liberation movement a mission. Openly supported anti-apartheid and colonial movement across the entire continent. Nigeria gained independence 1960, 1st of October. Nnamdi Azikiwe, he openly supported a liberation movement, gave political and financial support to South Africans. Nigerians gave money to South Africans in bundles. Nigerians gave bundles of money, bundles to South Africans, scholarship to those in exile, refuge. And today they are being killed, being burnt, their businesses are being burnt down. 1960 to 1980, Julius Nyerere of Tanzania, he hosted South African fighters. Kenneth Kwandi of Zambia, he provided a refuge. Leopold Sédar Senghor of Senegal, he provided diplomatic support to South Africa. Algeria provided military training to South African fighters. Nigeria even had to nationalize the British petroleum assets, partly over apartheid-linked era interests. And today, when South Africans get independent in 1994, the whole of Africa celebrated like it's our own child graduating. And today we are being kicked. You cannot be silent. Do something. Act. African Union, Organization of African Union, Ethiopia, Addis Ababa, 1963. Addis Ababa Organization of African Union. It was because of you guys. Liberation of Africa, mainly the end of apartheid. The Soweto Convention, the Soweto Uprising, 1976. The whole of Africa marched, sang, cried for your separation. And today we are being treated poorly in your country. You have to do something, Mr. President. Do something. Do something. Act now. Else, we're going to know you're supporting this movement. And we are also going to come together and take measures against South Africans. South Africans have to pay for this.
Yet another xenophobic attack happening in South Africa. Can I share that this is not a reflection of us South Africans? Not at all. This is not who we are. There's a small group of South Africans that is making sure that this news becomes continent-wise by these xenophobic attacks. Most South Africans, I repeat, most South Africans are against this. Sadly, we are quiet about it. This is led by Jacinta. Now, the question I always ask myself is, why is she not doing this march to march in Cape Town, where there's a lot of Germans, French, Netherlands, and Americans there? Why is she not doing it? And I lived in Cape Town, so I know Cape Town pretty well. She knows damn well she does not stand a chance there, and that tomorrow morning there will be a number of massacred bodies under her name. She doesn't want to take that chance. Instead, she wants to attack the vulnerable and the weak. That is unconstitutional in every way. It is un-South African to do so. Our Constitution rejects this. But then she might have the rhetoric that, oh, immigrants are creating all the crime here. Immigrants are having syndicates here. Yes, it is true. There is some syndicates that is happening inside the townships. And there is some crime that is led by immigrants. But do you want to know the percentage rate of which they are doing these crimes in the whole of the country? 2%. Just 2%. Now just imagine, say, half of the crimes are not reported. That's 4%. Why is Jacinta not marching for HIV, which we got the highest in the world? What about GBV, which, goodness, she could be marching for that. What about the high alcohol intake that is happening in South Africa that is creating a lot of the crimes? Is she marching for that? What about the murder rate, highest in the world? Is she marching for that? She should be marching to the police station and keeping the police account to that, not hurting fellow African brothers. Now, Stogie T, my favorite rapper in all of Earth, born in Tanzania. Why are we not marching against that? Dudizani Zuma, the president's son, President Jacob Zuma's son, born in Mozambique. Why is she not marching for that? What about DJ Fresh, a renowned DJ? Why is she not marching against that? Did you know that we have Khoisan people in parliament in Kenya? Did you know a Xhosa man is president of Botswana? We don't even have a Khoisan person in parliament because we want to stay divided. What about Nigeria, who's given $61 billion to South Africa during apartheid? You know how much that is? I'll tell you. It's a third of South Africa's budget in a year. Yeah, a third. Nigeria gave that to us during apartheid to fight apartheid. What about Algeria, Zambia, and Mozambique? They're the ones that received South Africa to train them how to fight in apartheid. Countries like Tanzania, Swaziland, a whole bunch of countries hosted South Africans in refuge when they ran away. They did not take out a whip. They did not throw them out the country. They stood beside them. What Jacinta is doing is unconstitutional, and she needs to march the right way. It's not march to assault. It's march to march. Stand by what you are saying that you're supposed to stand by. You did not come here to hurt people. It's unconstitutional, and somebody is going to take you to task. Yeah, somebody's going to do it. I'd like to apologize to all the African diasporas in South Africa and also Africans around the continent. This is not who we are. We're against this.
The story is the same, the characters are different, the ending of the story is the same. We know it. It was in Tlantalax, wandlula, wavela uZandile Dabula, undlulile, fikile uJacinta, nangu yandlula noNgizwe Mchunu, both of them. Now they are going in pairs. Babonile ukuthi if they come 1-1, the story ends very fast and all those kind of things. Now they are bringing two characters. These two characters are also passing by. Nabo phakela umthakathi ziyakhala bafethu ziyakhala. You can never survive out of hatred. Hatred bafethu is something else. You can never survive out of hatred. You can never survive out of trying to have segregation principles as your core founding principles. Like honestly speaking, you will always struggle. We're watching and we're happy. Trust me when I say this. We are happy. We are supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. We are so ecstatic. We're so delightful. This is so exuberant, stupendous, and fantabulous.
See, South African people are scared of white people. They are scared of white people. They only have power when it comes to their fellow African persons. But they cannot chase out white people in their country. They cannot chase out white people in their country. But when they see a fellow African, they start attacking the fellow African. Leave our country, leave our country. Start destroying their shop, beating them up. But these same South African people cannot chase out 15% of white people in their country. They cannot do it. Because of what? South African people, they are scared of white people. The only power is for black people. Is their fellow Africans. They want to attack their fellow Africans constantly. Leave our country, leave our country. But 15% of the white people in your country, you cannot chase them out. You cannot chase them out. Hypocrites.